What's happening, y'all? I've started to do these lives. I've started to enjoy doing these lives right after I finish work and on my way to the gym to do my exercise. This one I've titled, "My Family and Friends Don't Support Me." I know some people will look at this and think that it's just a title of me wanting to complain about family and friends not supporting me, but it's really a lesson that I wanted to give that I've learned recently in the last 2 years. And I always give credit where credit is due. I got this lesson from my former life coach, Shar. This is one of the biggest things that I learned in the sessions that we did about family and friend support. So a theme of what I kept telling her in these sessions is that I feel a way that there's so many things that I want to do and I haven't received the validation or the assistance of the people around me. I felt like if I have built up a friendship over a number of years, or if there's a family member of mine that I've been there for over a number of years, or we're just family, period, I would automatically assume if I threw an event, that person would be in one of the seats. If I needed assistance with some video editing and that's within their skill set, they're gonna do that. If I need some startup money towards something that I'm building or doing, I automatically assumed that they should be doing that. And then I would actually get in these positions where I'm sharing my ideas with them. I'm telling them of the things I need. I'm asking for the assistance and I'm not getting it. Or if I do get it, it's not in a timely fashion. It's not in the same kind of quality. They might give it to somebody else. Or they just might not support me altogether. And there were a lot of things that I wanted to do over the years that didn't take off the ground because of the fact that I was waiting for that support. So here's the message and here's the lesson that I learned. First of all, don't do something that you're gonna need that support from those people, especially if you're expecting like free support, donations, or for somebody to spend a lot of time towards something, because nobody is going to care about that thing as much as you. Not even your own mother, not your brother, not your sister, not your best friend, not your spouse, not anybody. You're going to be the one that has to care about it the most. 2, you never want to be in a position, especially if we're specifically talking about something business related, where the service that you're depending on from the other person is a favor, because you don't want your business or whatever it is that you're trying to start to be hinged on somebody doing you a favor that they may or may not do. Hi, Maria. That they may or may not do. So we make some certain assumptions sometimes that we shouldn't be making. We assume that everybody around us is on our side. That's one of them. Sometimes there's people around you that won't support you no matter what it is. We assume that the person has the resources to support you. Again, whether that's the money or whether that's the time or whether that's the skill. Sometimes they don't. We assume that if we don't get help from the people that we expected the help from, that they don't want to see us succeed. That may be the case. That may not be the case. But if you're watching this, I want to give you something to think about. I think that if you want to go forward with anything that you're trying to progress at, I use business as an example because I'm somebody who always tries to do different things when it comes to business. But it could be anything. It could be a goal that you have in life. Like you could be somebody who's trying to lose some weight, or you could be trying to save some money. Just anything that you think that you would be aided by somebody assisting you or joining in with you. Don't make it an expectation that those people are going to help you. You need to go forward as if you're your own business, you're your own person, and that any assistance that you get from your loved ones is an added bonus. Because if you depend on them before you get started, a lot of times you won't even start. And that's happened to me many times, where I just throw an idea by somebody I care about, and then I tell them, I want to do this, but I need this and this from you. And they're like, oh yeah, I'll get around to that when I have some time. And I'm waiting for them to have some time, and they never find some time, and then it just never happens because I was depending on them to find the time. Make the time for yourself. And if it's something that you need, find somebody outside of your circle that can help you with that. Find somebody based on maybe the skill that they have, or you could post an ad if you need an accountability partner, if you need a brainstorming group or something. There's so many resources nowadays, and there's so many ways to find those resources. Don't sit down in one spot depending on that one friend or those few friends. I'll give you another example. I wanted to have an event, my first speaking event, and I just assumed, okay, my friends are going to fill all those seats, so I don't need to do too much advertising to other people, because my friends are going to come, and then they're going to bring a friend, and that friend is going to bring a friend, and then I'm going to reach my goal of the amount of people that I want to be in this building. So I undersold because I was depending on those friends. And a lot of the friends said, yes, I'll come. Yes, I'd love to support, blah, blah, blah. They didn't come. And it's not even about why they didn't come. It could be any reason, just like what I said earlier. It could be they weren't really interested. It could just be they didn't want to see me succeed. Or maybe they were doing something else that day. Maybe they were busy, tired. It doesn't matter. The point of the matter is, I should have invited an amount of people from a broad scope, so that I could make sure that I have a certain number of people in that building. Because sometimes strangers, sometimes people who you don't even know are going to be the people that get you to that level that you're trying to get to, while you're sitting around, again, waiting for your friends and family and asking why they're not supporting you. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Energy that you could spend towards reaching your goal and finding the right resources that you need. So now, whenever there's something I want to do, I act like I don't have a horse in this race. And what I mean by that is, I act like there's nobody that's going to support me. I act like there's nobody that's going to support me. I will still ask my friends if they are in a position to be able to do so, and they have the opportunity and they're willing, right? That's a lot of things. And if they say yes, great, we work together. But I'm not leaning on that and depending on that. Like, I'm only going to do it if this person is involved. No. I might have a person in mind, and then I'll have a few backup people. If I ask this person and they say they're not able to, I'll ask these other people. Or if I have an event, I'm not going to expect all my friends and family to be the ones who fill the venue. I'll invite those people, and I'll invite a lot of other people, and whoever shows up, shows up. Appreciate the people who do show up for you, the people who do assist you, the friends I'm talking about, and family, who do show up, support you, and help you to get to the places that you're trying to get to in life. But don't make that an expectation, because then you'll be stagnant. And more often than not, I feel you won't get the help that you're looking for, either the help in and of itself, the amount of help, or the amount of quality. Whatever it is that you feel like you need, you won't necessarily get it from the people that you see at home or talk to on the phone every day, laugh with, whatever, because there's a difference between just being a friend or family to somebody or commonly working towards a mutual goal. It's like even a coworker at work. Somebody might love a certain coworker and another person might not like that coworker at all. And it could be because of what is required out of that relationship. Like for me, I could like this person because I see them in the break room every day. And we chill and we hang out in the break room. But this other person hates that same person because they work together and they have projects to complete. And when it's time to complete those projects, the other person doesn't pull their weight. So we have different requirements of that relationship, right? So it's the same thing. Like you have a friend and family member that is good for you in that lane. They listen to you, they support you, they love you. But in terms of getting a project complete, who knows? It could be they have a different work ethic. They have a different schedule. You know, once you have those kind of requirements for them, you might feel differently. So get people who are specialized to help you. That's an important one too. Get people who are specialized to actually be able to help you, who you know can dedicate their time specifically for that, instead of you trying to squeeze out some extra time that they might be spending for other things that they want to do or relaxing or whatever. They might, even if they do the thing for you, it might be that they're like, oh, I'm doing this person this little favor, but I don't really want to be here. You don't want that person. You want that person who's all in, passionate, like about what you're hiring them to do or having them assist you with. Even if you're not hiring them, what they're supporting you with doing. Like if you get a gym buddy or something, you don't want a gym buddy who feels like you're just leeching off me and it's not like a mutually beneficial partnership. You want the person who's like, yes, let's get it. We both have these goals. We're working on them together. So again, in closing, don't make the family and friend support a requirement to get started. Find out what you need. Find out those resources. Consider the support of those people as an added bonus if it comes, but be prepared to go through with whatever you're going through without it. Don't depend on the validation of others. Validate yourself. Tell yourself, I want to do it for these reasons. Have your own why. And just get started. Just get started and just keep going. And you know something that actually happens? Sometimes when you talk a lot on the ground floor and everyone sees you talking from the ground floor, they're like, he or she is not serious about what they're trying to do. They're not serious about what they're trying to do, so why would I support them? Whereas if they see you moving, they see you on the move, and you're asking them to do things for them while they're on the move, or you're asking for their support while you're on the move, a lot of times the people will support you because they see you going somewhere, versus you just saying, I'm standing here with the car is parked and I need you to help me push the car. If I had the car in drive and I say hop in the passenger seat and I'm already moving, there's going to be a lot more people willing to hop in the passenger seat. Of course you pick and choose, but you get the idea. So that's the end of my message for today. I hope everyone has a good one. I got a workout to get through. And drop a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you and what subject you might want to hear me talk about next.